You're good.
You guys have anything on the camera itself as far as like picking anything up, or is it just?
No, no, it's just the regular video right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
So yes, we let them ask the questions. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's see here. Pull it up. Okay. Today we're here with Heidi and Bill, and we're going to be investigating their house later on this evening. They've had a lot of activity in this house. They've even had some since we've been here. Right now we're fixing to do an interview with them to kind of get a backstory on everything that's happened. And let's I'll go ahead and introduce my wife. This is Heather. And we have our AV guy over here. His name's Daniel. We have Bill and Heidi right here. So we're going to go ahead and get to the interview now. In your own words, okay, please explain everything you have encountered, no matter how trivial, okay? This is so we can get an idea of everything we might be dealing with. Of course, we want to start with you, Heidi.
Okay.
The reason being, you've experienced the most activity, and your testimony might help Bill to recall anything unusual. Again, no matter how trivial he might have seen or heard. Also, it'll give him the opportunity to corroborate anything you might have seen or heard, along with anything you might have seen or heard that happened to you.
Okay.
Okay? So, in your own words, if you would, go ahead.
Okay. So I've always felt energy around me, and maybe a year ago is when I decided maybe I could get a camera and just put it up just to see if what I'm feeling was there. And we got the camera, we put it in the living room at first. I caught a couple of orbs, but nothing too
Substantial.
Yeah, nothing like super activity. And I noticed that in our bedroom, I was feeling a lot more energy in the bedroom. Not negative energy per se, but energy itself. So we put the camera in there. I mean, it started off with just me seeing these orbs on camera, or, and sometimes out of the corner of my eye, I'll see shadows throughout the day and night. But I just got the mainly orbs activity, and then it started going from just the orb activity to the door opening and closing by itself. I gotten scratched. Actually, we were sitting out here talking. It was me, him, and his brother, and we were talking about our activity. And his brother, being funny, was like, "Has anything physically happened to you?" And I'm like, "No, not yet." And he's kind of taunted it and was like, "Well, it can do something to me." As soon as he said that, it's like I felt burning on my back. And I was actually sitting where you are now. Okay. And Bill was here, and his brother was here. And I was like, I felt the burning. So he looked on my back, and there were scratches. It was like clawed. And at that point, I had my surgery, so I couldn't move. And even if I could move my hand the way I wanted to, it was in a spot in my back that I couldn't reach myself. Okay. So
we've seen the picture.
Photo, yes.
And, I mean, if somebody's going to fake something, they're going to go and they're going to, scratch your back. But this was going in all different directions.
Oh,
it looked like a bobcat got a hold of it, to be honest with you.
And it felt like it, too, the way it burned. Like, I didn't feel the actual scratching. I just felt the burn. And it didn't last very long, either. Like, even the next day, it was almost completely gone. And something to scratch, if you scratch something, it stays, especially like that, you would expect it to stay longer.
Correct.
And then that's just like my bruises. Like, I wake up with, I call them finger bruises, because it looks like somebody just choked me all over. And I've had, and then went from just little finger bruises to bigger bruises. And they don't last that long either, like the scratch. I see them and like, they're gone. I do document them though, so nobody thinks I'm crazy.
I've seen.
But he had even made a comment of that people are going to think that he abuses me because of all these bruises. And I'm like, no, hopefully they don't think that. Yeah. Yeah. And it hasn't never been like that. It's just been like a finger bruise or even like a pinch bruise, if someone pinched you. And I just feel, I feel like there's, I'm going to describe it. In the beginning, I didn't feel any negative energy. But when we started posting our videos on TikTok because I knew that we needed help. I just didn't know where to find that help from. So he had suggested, let's just post on TikTok and see what happens. And it happened to be a few months after I started posting when Daniel seen that video, the first one the one that actually blew up was like almost 1 million views.
Yes.
And I knew when you guys reached out to me that said you could help, like I knew you guys were the right ones. So we do appreciate that. But it's gotten, the activities ramped up because they know that you guys were coming. So I even started wearing a cross net, which I have on now. And ever since I've been wearing this, I haven't been waking up with bruises, scratches, anything like that. I'm almost too afraid to take, and like I'll shower with it. I'm too afraid to take it off.
Well, God's got your back.
Yeah, that's true.
And your front. So I mean,
yeah. And like there have been poltergeist activity as well in our bathroom. One of my bottles, which was thrown from the position it was in to the bathtub floor.
For the viewers out there, we actually seen the actual bottle that was in the bathroom and where it was positioned, and it was actually behind other bottles pinned against the wall.
In a basket.
In a basket. So there was no way that it was coming out of there without it being literally lifted up like he had to do to show us, and then flung across the bathtub.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And you can hear
Look at the camera.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They did that to me too.
What is it?
And the light's not doing it. So.
Wow.
And it's not
Look
the
at that.
sun.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Okay.
let's get back to
Yes.
the interview. Sorry.
No, it's wow. Yeah, there's just been a lot going on, and it's becoming too big for us to try to figure out and on our own. So I thank God that you guys are here. It's
And when we showed up today,
Blessing.
something new happened that you've never had happen before.
oh
too.
yeah. So the scissors, we have a pair of scissors that they're kitchen scissors. We hang them up on the wall with the pot holders. Yeah, and it just started swinging like. And
We were actually
Yeah.
talking, and I know.
And it
Yeah.
swung for several minutes.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
actually got video footage of it swinging for several minutes by itself, not slowing down, keeping the same
Yeah.
rhythm.
Yeah.
So,
And then we put the bell beside it, and I mean it swung for a while, and then it just stopped.
Came to a rest.
Yeah. It was. We've never had that happen
No.
that we know of, that we've seen personally until today. So
And you, Bill, you've actually you've seen it too. So
Yeah.
he was the biggest skeptic of all when I first started saying, well, I think there's something here with us, and oh no, it could be this, could be that. But then when I got the camera and started showing him what we were capturing on camera, then he started like, okay, yeah, that's kind of weird. That's weird.
did we show him
Unexplainable.
the video of the shadow figure?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
we will
We will.
after.
Yeah, that one they like to play and mess with the door for one, and a lot of these that I'm catching are coming out from my bathroom. So like on the video where you can hear that thing be thrown, right after it's thrown, you can see an orb coming out of the bathroom. Yeah. So
And you say you've also been pulled out of bed, or
yes, at another location though. I was at a hotel. We went to Eureka Springs?
Eureka Springs.
Yeah, Eureka Springs, and we were staying at this one hotel, and
Crescent.
well, yeah, that's where we went. We went to go to
But
the
they didn't
Crescent.
stay there.
Yeah, we couldn't stay there because they were booked, but we were actually going there for their tour.
Yeah.
And we
the
stayed
night-
at this rinky-dink hotel, and his parents had a room, we had a room. They were side by side. So, and they're the type where you walk in from the outside, like it's not a,
It was a motel, not a hotel.
yeah. And as soon as we pulled up, the lights in our room we were staying in popped on.
Yeah.
And I was
yeah.
like, okay, that's weird, like, you know. And so we parked.
And it wasn't a motion sensor
No,
light.
because I even asked the guy. I was like, "Do your lights go on like motion censored or anything?" No, they don't. And then his parents' room didn't do it. And then we walk into each of our respective rooms. Ours is ice cold.
Mm-hmm.
Theirs nice, comfy. You know, all night we had issues with the electronics.
Electric.
Like 3 different times the TV would go out. He actually came and replaced it
Yeah.
3 times, and then after that, I was like, we're not gonna watch TV. Let's just go to bed. So I was laying in bed, and I felt something tugging on my ankles, like yanking me, and it did that like 3 times. And I was trying to yell for Bill, like help. I couldn't get it out, and then finally I was able to get out and yell Bill, and he woke up, and his blankets were thrown off the floor.
Yeah, mine
So,
were pulled off.
yeah. But it was, I have to remember the name of the hotel. I just know
Yeah, I
it was,
can't
I think it was a OYO hotel. You
That
know,
was it. Yeah, it was
version.
an Oyo.
Yeah.
Or something
Okay.
like that.
But-
OYO, yeah.
But it got to the point where we had booked for 2 nights, and I told him, I told him, I was like, you need to let that guy know that either move us to a different room or I'll take the loss and we're going to another hotel. It was really bad. And they did move us to upstairs to a different room, and I felt completely
Yeah, it was
comfortable.
normal enough. I
Yeah,
never, yeah.
no bad vibes, nothing. So
Well, that's good. What
Yeah.
about you, sir? What have you experienced or anything in the house or?
More feeling than anything. Like, I haven't necessarily seen anything that was off, but yeah, just more of a feeling. You know, I get up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm up really, really early. And whenever I come in here, I notice with the pets, we got a cat and a dog, that they respond to different things. But for me, it's more of a feeling of being watched, kind of looking over, or like something walked by the doorway. Oops, sorry.
it's okay.
Something walked by the doorway, you know. But it doesn't mess with me like it does with Ivy.
Oh yeah,
Nearly.
you can see on some of my videos where as soon as he gets up for the day and goes out of the room, is a lot of activity starts directly at me, like coming at me. So I feel like they wait until he's out of the room, and
Yes.
it's not there to protect me per se to
I don't know if
mess
it's
with
an
me.
intimidation thing, like if I intimidate them, or if they just don't want to be active around me, but they don't seem to, yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They definitely don't bother him like they mess with me.
Some spirits feed on fear. Okay, the more fear that you have,
Yeah.
the more power it gives them. You know, you've even said that we've even seen the video of your cat when it was being choked.
Yeah, yeah.
But you also said something about earlier about your dog, how it's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
being
like just
assaulted lately
afraid.
or
Yeah.
afraid.
last night. That's how it was. Something spooked him to the point where he like ran into the bathroom where I was at and hid, like cowered in between my feet.
Did
Like
he have his tail tucked?
he did, yes.
Okay.
And that's why I was like, there's something. I even told him, I was like, there's something wrong with Peanut. Like something spooked him. And I've seen on videos in the past where something spooked him before, but you don't see it on the
Right.
video. You just see him being spooked. But yeah, they mess with with Fred and Peanut, which is the fur babies, a lot too. And then again, there's some days where there's so much activity around where Fred is like, okay, I see you, but it doesn't face
And
him.
he does. He watches it. Like,
Oh, yeah, you
it's
can
very
see him,
obvious what he's doing. His head will turn real quick, and you're looking for like an insect or like a shadow or something that would keep his attention.
But
There's
the
nothing
orbs
there.
and
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, before when we watched the video and right before he was choked, there was an orb he was watching.
Yeah.
And it just stopped and then went off. And as soon as it stopped, is when he was starting to be.
Yeah.
And it
So,
wasn't.
yeah.
It didn't look like a hairball choke either.
Oh no,
No.
he was
It
struggling.
was like
Yeah.
you know.
Back and forth, like I
And-
hate to even motion, but
Right, and he's fat. He never lays on his back like that.
No.
Like he does, but not like that. And the way he went, I didn't even notice it. When I posted the video, I was posting because of all the orbs around.
Yeah.
And then a commenter had said, "Hey, why is the ghost choking your cat?" And I'm like, "Really?" So I looked again, and yeah, he's clearly being choked. So they get physical.
oh yes,
What rooms experience most activity?
Oh, for sure, the bedroom would be the most.
In the bathroom, in the bedroom.
And the bath, yeah, the master bath
Master
that's
bath,
in there.
yeah.
That is the most place we get the most activity. I can't say anything about the other rooms because I don't have a camera in those rooms. So I only know what's going on in our bedroom and bathroom. And then I in the beginning I had the camera in here and I actually put it
Yeah,
over
that's
there
right, yeah.
facing this way, and I got like maybe I'd get an orb or two every so often, but so I was like, there's some we got to put in the bedroom, and as soon as we put it in there, that's when we started.
curious.
Yeah.
In the front room too, actually. I have a watch winder. I wear automatic watches, and they have to be
I gotta
wound.
tell
So you got to wear them to make the gears turn, or charge it. But I've got a winder. You put your watch on, and it spins, and that way, when you're ready to wear it, it's good. Multiple times I've gone in there, and it's on the floor, like it's been pushed off of the shelf. And at first, I attributed it to the mechanism inside of it moving, and maybe it's like slowly moving its way forward. But I've put stuff in front of it to prevent that action from happening, and it still happens.
Yeah.
And then I've heard it. It's freaked me out. I didn't know what it was because I've heard it a few times. Like, what is that? I go in there and everything looks normal, but that one thing. But I'm not sure why that. Maybe it's still I don't know, energy in it that I don't know.
Electricity, and then our thermostat gets messed with a lot too.
okay.
Like it'll go, we keep it between 70, 72. There's been times when it's gone up to 70, was it 75, 76? Like
Yeah.
temperatures we would not set it on. And so it does manipulate the thermostat a lot. Yeah.
Definitely partial poltergeist, definitely.
And I've got a Ring doorbell camera. Well, it's called Blink, but it's like a Ring doorbell.
Right.
And I don't know if I showed you those videos, but I actually caught orbs coming when I'm coming out of the house. You can see these orbs coming out with me. So
How many?
It was like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
I'll show you,
Okay.
but yeah,
See
it
that
was.
yeah.
I think I posted it on Facebook or TikTok.
not sure.
I'll look through and find it for you, but you can see like this was before I even got the camera for the inside.
Okay.
Right.
So
And now you say most activity happens at night whenever he's already out of the house.
well, he's in the house, but not in the
I'm in
bedroom.
here and she's
Yeah.
in there. Yeah.
And the
It's
bed,
like right
the
before.
doors, he usually he keeps it closed so that the light don't come in and out and noises bother.
Animals coming in and out.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. How long ago was it when you first started noticing activity in the house?
I would say I've noticed it ever since we moved in. I felt the energy, and then when it was confirmed to me that something was going on when we had the doorbell, the camera. I seen that, and then also this light above us and the couch used to be over on that wall, and he was bad about leaving that light on, and he left it on one night, got in bed, and I said, "Hey, you forgot to turn the light off." And we kind of fussed about it. And he said, I'm not getting out of bed, turn it off now, it'll be fine. Well, I woke up in the middle of the night to go get something, maybe a drink or something in the kitchen, and the light was off. So I thought, okay, maybe he woke up and turned it off. And I asked him the next morning, and he's like, no, I didn't get out of bed. So it was that was like the first physical thing I've seen. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you said earlier that you've been experiencing similar instances for a long time.
Mhm. Yeah, I've had, for as long as I can remember, I've always felt energy around me. I could walk into a room and be like, okay, bad vibes, or okay, this is cool. My uncle passed away. He committed suicide when I was 16, and I was talking to him on the phone when it happened. After he had passed, shortly after he passed, I was sleeping in bed, and I felt like somebody sitting next to me, and that's what woke me up. And it was my uncle, and he didn't, like, I don't know how to describe it, like, I'm talking to you now, I just heard him in my head talking, and he was just telling me, it's not your fault, you know, because I did blame myself for that a lot.
Is that not it? Telepathy?
Yeah. All right, let's see. What's the very first thing you can remember happening in this house?
I would have to say probably the light incident.
The light incident?
Yeah.
Okay. In your own words, tell us about the most violent attacks on you or someone in your house.
Okay.
And she
Or
did cover that.
or one of the fur babies, or, you know.
Yeah, I would say it attacks me. It doesn't mess with Bill. There's been several violent. I would put them all on the same scale, except probably the scratches.
Yeah.
The scratches would be the most violent, I think, in my opinion, just because of the way I was scratched.
And the cat incident. Probably.
Yeah, and with like, they choked my cat out, like really choked him. So it definitely wasn't no furball choking, or it was a choke.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, whenever a cat chokes on a fur ball, there's a lot of coughing and
Yeah.
gagging, and the cat was totally silent.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was a complete loss of air.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Has any of the possible entities ever spoken to you aloud or made noises
I have to pause this.
or verbal things?
Okay.
Have they ever been, has the entities ever been audible? In other words, have you ever heard voices, words, scratches, anything?
There we go.
We not out loud. The only time I've heard these is when I'm going back looking on the footage from the camera.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I've heard something, but just chalked it up to like something else. But
Just now.
Yep, I heard that.
I know this is going to sound odd, but how's your sleep patterns been? Has there been any nightmares concerning the house or possible entities?
I have, sometimes I'll have really bad nightmares, but I know it sounds weird. I know I've had a really bad nightmare, but I cannot recall what it's about. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What about you, Bill?
I don't really have nightmares. I don't have much going on, with that.
That's always a plus.
Yeah.
How many entities do you feel that you might be dealing with here?
I'm going to say at least 5 now. I would have said 4. I think my mom is here, my 2 kids are here, and my adopted dad is here. And to make number 5 is my Uncle Ronnie, which I would have never thought that he would be here with me. So it was a surprise knowing that earlier today that he let us know that was him and he was there. So.
All right.
And cold spots. I don't know, that's off the topic that we were just talking about, but I just want to say before I forget, the cold spots. I feel those randomly.
What about that entity, the shadow figure that you seen in the hallway?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
I about that too.
So I was in there getting ready I think we were going to his parents' or something, but I was getting
Yeah.
ready, and I was like, he was in here in the in the kitchen dining room area, and I was yelling, "Hey, will you come tell me what you think about this outfit?" And he's like, "Okay, I'll be right there," or something, and so I felt like somebody, like it was him that was coming through to see, and on the camera you can hear me say, "I see you," and I turn around and I see a shadow figure like dart back up in from the hallway back into here, like they didn't want to be seen, right? And I asked him, I said, "Was that you?" And he goes, "No." I'm like in the kitchen. I was like, "Are you serious? That wasn't you?" And quite honestly, he couldn't move as fast as I did. Like it
I
was
can't move that fast.
Yeah, it was like that. Like, oh my gosh, she seen me, I gotta go type thing. So
Okay.
maybe it was my uncle. I mean, I felt like it was a male presence that was there. So
Well, maybe it's the same one that we saw earlier on that video.
yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
one that I didn't even know about till now.
Yeah. Well, luckily Daniel caught that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
He was reviewing it. You know.
That's why I like having other people's eyes to go view it too, because
Well,
you
see,
might see something I didn't see.
one of the things that, all right, I'm really bad about is I hate these ghost hunter people that did they just shut it off again?
Yes.
These ghost hunter people that go out and they make stuff happen just to
Yeah.
pump up ratings or whatnot. You know, I love, and I'm gonna be honest with this. I mean, I like Zach Bagans because he likes to debunk his own stuff. So you know, props to you, Zach, if you ever watch this video.
We watch you too.
But you know, whenever I see your videos, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, okay, is there any way that this could be dust particles floating in the air and
It's
the camera's
done.
catching it? Huh?
It's done. Completely dead.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna mess with it. It's gonna mess with it. We'll
Okay.
take them back and charge them at the hotel.
Okay.
For those of you watching, we've just had 2 completely full batteries drained down to nothing within no time flat.
Yeah, that last one was what, 5 minutes?
If that.
Did Max?
If that. And while I was in the room changing the battery, the REM pod went off. So,
Yeah.
and I was clear across the room from it with no electronic devices in my hands or on me at the time.
Maybe my camera might have picked up the battery drain.
Just so y'all know. Anyway,
That's a possibility because I did hear the REM pod kind of bloop, and then and the bell. I had asked. I said, "Are you? What? You need to stop playing with our equipment," and it dinged.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll stop.
Yes.
It's not your spotlight right now, okay?
It's Miss Heidi's
yeah.
and Bill's.
But getting back to what I was talking about before, so whenever we first seen those videos, and you said that you was getting a lot of negative comments on TikTok, a lot of people were questioning the validity of the videos,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, well, I see one problem right now. You got the fan going, that creates, and with everything in the room, I'm going to kind of explain this real quick as I can. Everything creates a different pattern of airflow. Okay, you got the air being pushed down in a circular pattern around the room to cool it down. But then that air, those air currents are bouncing off of stuff or weaving their way around it, which is causing weird patterns and will cause dust to fly in different directions.
Right.
And make it look very convincing. Okay? So I had you start turning the fan off.
Yeah.
And even with the fan off and no air circulating in the room,
Yeah.
you're still getting these orbs flying through the room, changing their direction, going wherever they want to go.
And they're
You're
big.
perfectly still
They
in
are
bed.
very big and bright.
Yeah.
You're perfectly still in bed. The animals are still. There's the atmosphere in the room is still, but yet these things are still flying in, coming in and out
Yeah.
of doors swinging open by themselves and closing by themselves. Earlier today we reviewed one of her videos and we actually saw a shadow figure. At first, when the video first starts, you kind of see the shadow of a knee on the lower portion of the door, but I mean it's just like that quick. But then, as the door closes, then there's a small beam of light that's still coming through the door, and you can actually see the head of a human, you can see the neck, you can see the torso, but it's all shadow as they start to come into the room. All right, getting back to to the questions here.
Do you notice that's
Look at the light.
every
Flashing.
time we talk about it, and it's not this here.
It's almost like it's communicating the Morse code.
Yeah, yeah.
Your,
Whoa,
your
look how
uncle,
bright it
There you
is now.
go.
Whoa.
Right there.
your uncle
Okay.
Ronnie wasn't a Navy man, was he?
No, no.
And it's not this light.
Yeah, the light's not
Yeah.
doing anything.
Wow.
Have you or anyone you know ever used a Ouija board in this house?
No, absolutely not. Won't touch it, won't allow it.
Okay.
I've never done anything in this house with it, and it doesn't pertain to this property. But when I was a kid, my dad, he went through this phase where he thought that, all right, this is a weird story. So he thought that we had family in Scotland or something that was, so he was communicating through a Ouija board with my mom's friend. And this was in a house I grew up in South Carolina. And I was like 12 years old, 11 years old. I was a kid. He did this for a long time, and he was asking it questions, and it was telling him about this heritage stuff, and that we had like property there. I know this is kind of weird, but I'm being very honest with this. It's really kind of crazy. So there was times where Michelle, who was my mom's friend, who was using the Ouija board as well, with him, because they were both, my dad's bipolar and she was bipolar. But anyway, I ended up having to help a couple times doing the Ouija board myself, and it was, eventually they ended up burning the Ouija board because it was like they started getting these weird feelings. But the house I grew up in was really old, 1800s. So.
Just so y'all know, Ouija boards, and anybody who wants to read a true story book, have you ever read the book Possessed, the True Story of an Exorcism? Mm-hmm. It's the book that the movie The Exorcist was based on. That was a true story, and it took place in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's how it all started, was with a Ouija board. Okay? Somebody communicating through a Ouija board. I totally do believe in them, and I do not like them.
Yeah.
I have used one once, and it gave me an answer that I didn't even ask out loud. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's the last time I ever used it.
Yeah,
But
I don't want to. The reason why I don't, because I don't want to use them because I think it opens up portals
It
to
does.
things that we don't need to open, and
Exactly.
we don't know how to close.
Exactly.
So,
Now, Ouija boards are the same thing as spirit boards or talking boards. A lot of people will disagree with that, but it is the same thing. It's even on there differently,
yeah,
but it's the same thing.
yeah.
So,
all right, now this is going to get kind of personal here, but have you or anyone you know in your presence ever messed with witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo, gree, or any other type of witchcraft, foreign or domestic, Satanism or demonic worship at any time, whether in this house or not?
No,
Okay.
I was raised in Christianity, and yeah, I don't knock those people that do that religion. I personally don't.
Okay.
You don't?
Oh, yeah.
You both are Christians.
Yeah.
Okay, as we've already discussed. Now, do you want all the activities to cease just in case the entities are not what you suspect they are? Because, and I will be point blank and honest, and this might even scare you a little bit. All right. Sometimes, and I'm not saying that this is every case, very, very, very rare, but in some cases, demons have been known to impersonate people we love. They know, they've been around forever, watching everything we do, so they know things they know.
Yeah.
They know what was said. So, the question is, do you want everything in the house to cease happening, even if it may be somebody you know? All right, because they need to move on.
Yeah,
Okay?
I would like it all to stop. And I, at first, that question, when it was posed to me at first, I'm like, well, I would really like to keep my mom here, because I know she's here, but the rest, I'd like them to go. But then I got to thinking, like, my mom was so excited to be able to dance with her dad again and go to heaven, and it breaks my heart knowing that she's still here, having to watch over me and protect me, and not where she wants to be.
Makes
You know
you
what I'm
feel
saying?
a little selfish.
Yeah,
but,
I feel selfish.
But I get it. You feel comforted by knowing the fact that she
Mhm.
may be here watching over you.
Yeah. But I've come to the conclusion that I'm okay to let her go. I'm okay with it because she'll as long as she's going and knowing that I'm okay. I think she'll be happy. So yes, I'm okay with her going along with all the other people and spirits gone too.
Now, I'm gonna tell you a little something here, and this goes along with this question. I never told anybody your name. Okay, I just said some people down in Branson. That's all I ever said.
Mm-hmm.
But I explained to them a little bit about your past and how you lost your children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they said because of that, and I don't want to scare you. Okay, but they said because of that, I presented this idea to them, and they agreed with me. This my own hypothesis here.
Mm-hmm.
But because they passed away inside you,
Right.
it kind of makes you a beacon to everything else that might be around you. Okay? And things might be focusing in on that. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like because, you know, you're already connected to that world
Right.
in that way. So, I mean, there again, it may be somebody you know or it may not.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I wanted to ask that question. Okay?
Yeah.
And I definitely don't want to make you uncomfortable. Okay?
Oh no, I'm
But-
not. I was actually thinking that too, like that the grief I had when my mom passed, I can't even explain it, how bad it was, and I feel like I wanted to keep her with me, and I feel like doing that, I opened myself up, thinking it was just going to be her coming through, you know, my kids, and I feel like I maybe opened myself too much and attracted other things, not necessarily demons, could not be, but just other spirits. They were like, okay, she's open. Let's go. Let's
Right.
let's go talk to her.
And here's another thing. The reason we're limiting the time that you're going to be with us tonight is because the more you, if that is in fact the case, the more you open yourself up to it, the more that beacon light's going to shine, you know,
Yeah.
and you don't want to start attracting a lot of things, because I've got some research that I've did on the area that I want to show you all here in a minute. But anyway, I wanted to get that out and explain it to you. Now, Daniel, I'm going to need you to start writing this down real quick. Is there any questions that you have that you'd like for us to ask your mom or anybody else you suspect might be here?
I think with that 20 minute or so that she's with us,
Yeah.
that she
Okay.
can possibly do herself.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if
Yeah,
you
I
don't
would love-
if you don't get it all done, okay, or if you think about it, give us a call. You know.
But I know there's some questions that I would like if you guys could ask the other like spirits. What do they want? Why are they here? Why are they picking on me?
Okay.
And what's keeping them here? Like, what's holding you back from moving on?
Okay.
Here's a question real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt. Usually at the end of like training or investigations, I will actually do an Estes experiment
Okay.
with the headphones that have no availability. I mean, I'm deaf on my right side, and
There's white noise playing in it, so she can't hear anything out besides that they're noise canceling headphones.
Right.
Plus, she is basically blindfold. We have a set of glasses that has black tape on the inside of them. You can't see even a little bit of light.
Right.
She's wearing those. She's basically totally cut off, and the only way that a spirit can speak to her is through the headphones.
Oh, okay.
and the last time I done this was out. We were training a new member, Caroline, and it was on the platform of the old bridge, which is just a drop off. Probably how far from the creek would you say?
Oh, footage from the bridge to the
Creek.
Root Creek?
Yes.
I'd say it's a good 30 feet or more.
He had to stand in front of me in case whatever spoke through me decided to say, hey, we're going to have fun with this person and have me jump off.
Oh,
It almost
Yeah.
gets to the point where it looks like she's possessed by the person. They're actually in her talking.
yeah.
And her voice even changes sometimes.
And I have no idea until actually I see the video.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she'll think that 10 minutes has gone by doing it, and it's
Mhm.
been closer to 40 minutes almost. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
So
that
it's
was
like
the
that
last
one.
time difference too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Has it ever gotten so bad here that you thought about leaving the property entirely and just moving?
Once it started throwing bottles and scratching, I have thought about that, but we are tied down to this for now because we bought it. So it's not that easy to just pick up and move. So
I totally get that.
I have had that feeling of like, yeah, let's just get out of here. But then again, also the stubbornness in me wants to say, this is our house. We're not leaving. You've got to go.
My parents live close by as well, so I mean, we always have the option if we needed to get out for a night or. I mean,
No, but not to move.
well, yeah. But
I mean, if we wanted to move, they would host
Yeah, of
us,
course,
but I don't
yeah.
want to move
No,
back in with
yeah,
in-laws.
fair
No
enough.
offense, in-laws. I love you. I just love having our own place.
Right,
I get that.
right.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add that might help us with the investigation this evening?
Not that I can. I think we've covered a lot of it, and yeah, like if I can think of anything else, I'll reach out and let you guys know for sure.
There is.
Did you? Oh, go to your messages.
All right. One thing I wanted to show y'all. Now, back in the Civil War times, we talked about this before, that there was a lot of battles that took place around this area. Okay. These battles are basically were all around you throughout Arkansas and Missouri and stuff. Anyway, I took maps of battles in Missouri, skirmishes in Missouri, in Arkansas, and I'm going to show you what we found here. All right, these are all connected to different battle sites. Each one of these lines here. The blue area is Taney County, where you live.
Okay.
The yellow X is Branson. The red dot inside the yellow X is where you are.
Okay.
All right. So, I mean, you're right in the crossroads of any small battles or skirmishes that weren't recorded could have taken place from people moving from one battle to another.
That kind of looks like a satanic sort of symbol.
Or a diamond.
no,
Or diamond.
so-
Or diamond.
Yeah, but yeah, it does kind of look weird. That is for sure. And let's see, screenshots. All right, this is a violent crime map of this area. Right there, you are.
Oh wow.
They have different colors from dark green, light green, yellow, to orange to red. Red being an F, meaning seriously high crime, violent crime rate.
Right.
Okay, this is where y'all live. You're right on the border there. But as you can see,
Oh,
okay.
and that crime rate, that's a crime rated D. Wow.
Yeah, and I'll show you the scale that it goes by right here. And you can see right there's where that is. A is dark green,
Right.
okay. C is yellow. F is red, which is like right down here, Okay, that area. Okay. But yours is between the yellow and the red, so
Right. So
You
that's
know,
why it's
that-
orange there.
which would be, if you're rating it like in school, A, B, C, D, F,
Yeah.
you would be a D. So that.
It's still passing.
Oh yeah, it's still passing, of course,
Barely.
of course. But I
Yeah.
wanted to give you that, and that was before before this place was built. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So now it's a lot better. Okay, I think y'all are in a light green now.
Oh, good.
So that's a good thing. But I'm talking about beforehand, so we don't know
What happened?
what has happened here, who has died, and it may just be entities that are attached to the property, not the building.
Right.
Attached to the property, not you. So that's a good thing, but the whole beacon thing may be what's doing it.
Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead and try to contact the entity tonight, get hopefully some audible answers, and then with your permission, we're going to go ahead and try to cleanse the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If we don't succeed in cleansing it, we have lots of people to contact that
Okay. Can help
are
us.
willing to help us get this
Okay.
taken care of for y'all. So,
Perfect.
all right.
Perfect. Thank you.
Is there
We really
anything else you
appreciate
want
it.
to add, babe? Because we need to go to the library and do a little bit
I
more
know,
background research on the area.
I honestly, I don't think that I have anything else to contribute.
Okay. Daniel, is there anything?
Well, I just want to say that you were talking about the land itself a while ago. There's a house where I live at in Union. The house is
Yeah, that's Stevens, but
yeah,
Yeah.
but
it's not
right.
with this.
Yeah,
No.
this one isn't near as old.
No.
This only built back in
No,
Oh, yeah,
but you were saying something about the
2007.
property, and then that's why.
the property. Yeah, the property that he's talking about has an extensive history going all the way back
Yeah.
to the Civil War, and we can talk about that later if you want. But that's there. That's not here.
Right.
No connection whatsoever. But it does. That's one of the reasons that I do want to check a little more history on the land, see what might have happened, or who
Right.
might have owned it, or what might have happened with them.
Yeah,
If
I'm
we can
curious
get those,
to know, too.
depends on what kind of records we can access at the local library. But is there anything else, babe, that you can think of I might have forgotten?
I don't believe so.
What's that word, dude?
Well then,
That and
okay.
it actually is
It's
coming
not-
from behind us,
It's
but
not
it's not that
glowing
loud.
up
Yeah.
there, okay? Whenever that flashes, this is staying the same here.
Yes.
The light's
Yeah,
not
like
getting
it is
brighter.
right now. It's just,
Yeah.
and, yeah, see,
Yeah.
there it goes.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
almost as if they're like saying, "Hey, we're here."
Yeah.
And this is why I wanted to record.
That's bright.
And we are going to be trying
Yeah.
something absolutely new tonight.
Okay.
It's a new experiment that I kind of thought up because we use REM pods, we use the little
Spirit balls.
spirit balls, we've got the dead bell and everything. They interact so much with electricity, and
Especially children
electronic
spirits.
device.
Yeah.
And so we got something kind of fun and interesting. You remember the plasma balls? They had like the
Lightning
little
balls.
lightning
Oh,
balls,
yeah, yeah. Where
that-
when you touch
Yeah.
it, that
Yeah.
you can.
We actually have
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put one of them up tonight and see
Oh.
if it's. To my knowledge, it's never been done before.
Okay.
But
I've
we're
never
gonna
heard of
see
any
if
of
if it can do it, because if you get
Yeah.
close enough to it, you don't even have to touch it. If you get close enough to it, the energy
About
from your
that
hand
close.
will cause little plasma flowers to
Yeah.
appear.
Yeah.
If it actually touches it, then it'll of course increase the current to it and make it a dark
And
thick
it'll
current.
also show exactly
where it's
where
touch-
it's at.
where
Yeah.
it's touching it.
Yeah.
Besides,
So
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
we don't know if it'll work, may not, but we are going to document it and see if we do get anything.
Okay. I'm interested to see
Yeah.
how that turns
Yeah.
out. That sounds pretty cool.
and we will definitely go over all the evidence with you. And again, 20, 30 minutes. You're more than welcome to join us.
Okay. Now, did you want him here too, or just me?
If it wants to be, but
If you want to be, that's entirely up to you.
yeah.
It's up to Heidi.
And I was thinking, my mom never got to meet him,
Okay.
but she did a week before she passed.
Okay.
She knew that he was my boss, and
Okay.
she was worried that I would get fired because I took off to take care of her in her final
Oh.
I
days.
talked to her on the phone, yeah.
Well,
Briefly.
yeah, she called. She had me call him
Okay.
so she can say, "Hey, I'm about to pass. Can you make sure Heidi goes back to work and has a job? Because there's two things she made me promise. One is don't revert back to drugs, because I've been clean for so many years.
Yeah.
And two, go back to work. So I feel like it would be nice if you were there so that
that's fine.
you also can know, we can find out if Mom approves. You know, that type of thing.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
What if she says no?
Then me and Mom will have a talk.
Well, too late. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. I don't
No
think
disrespect.
she'd say no, though. But yeah, just so I feel like that'd be pretty cool
Yeah.
Okay.
if
Of
that's
course,
okay. Yeah.
So, are you ending the interview right now, sir?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and end it here. We'll gather our things and we'll go to the library and see what we can pick up on. We'll grab something to eat and discuss how we're going to proceed tonight, and then meet back here. What time do you think would be good?
Definitely. I don't even know
What time
it
does
starts.
activity normally start around here?
After
It's
dark.
when we're going to bed. I'm honestly like we'll be in bed watching TV and it starts and
8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
9
I
o'clock.
definitely went. I was thinking about doing a Polaroid test with you on the bed, but it's too light out.
Let's do it in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, for sure. Because that's when it starts happening. I
Okay.
don't notice it then, but I've noticed on cameras when we're in bed watching and watch TV.
And stand off in that one corner where the camera is in
Yes.
the bedroom, and then that way, you get the door, you get the bathroom
The
door,
bathroom,
and
everything
you get
right
the
there.
bed.
Yes.
You actually pretty much the whole room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I put the camera there. It's just perfect for,
it is.
and it moves
the
when it.
entire 360. Yes.
Yeah, when it senses motion, it'll move, and it records 24/7. But it marks on that recording.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
yes.
where it's like, oh, something appeared
Time,
here.
date, stamp, and all that. And,
Yeah, and it separates that, so I don't have to go through the whole entire day of footage to find
There you go.
anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a good camera.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
did you show her the SLS you got in the spare bedroom?
No, what? What did you find?
it's
Somebody
on.
laying on
It's
the
it's
couch.
on my phone.
Oh, in the front room.
Well, you can go
Yes.
ahead and
Oh,
end the
okay.
interview. We will be posting the SLS pictures and anything else that we find here. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and end this interview now and get prepped to come back tonight.
To be continued.
Until next time,
Stay
is-
spooky.
stay spooky.
Bye.
All right, good job.
Pretty good, yeah.